Have you ever met someone and felt an immediate, almost shocking sense of recognition? It's not just physical attraction, it's something deeper, a powerful and inexplicable pull, as if you've known this person your entire life. You find yourself captivated, obsessed even. They seem to hold a missing piece of you, and being with them feels like coming home. We call this falling in love, we call it chemistry, we call it fate. But what if it's something else? What if it's a ghost in your own machine, a secret, unconscious blueprint that is making the choice for you? Today, we journey into one of the most mysterious and powerful aspects of the human psyche. We are going to explore a concept from the psychologist Carl Jung that explains the magnetic, and often maddening, nature of romantic attraction. We will uncover the hidden figures within us all, the anima and the animus, and reveal how these inner soul images are secretly projected onto the people we fall for, dictating our choices in love in ways we can barely comprehend. This is the story of the ghost in the machine, and how your anima or animus secretly chooses your partner. To understand this, we first need to understand a core idea of Jungian psychology. The psyche is not just made up of our personal experiences. We also have a collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of primal images, instincts, and patterns that are common to all humanity. He called these patterns archetypes. The hero, the mother, the trickster. These are archetypes. And two of the most important archetypes for understanding relationships are the anima and the animus. Simply put, the anima is the unconscious feminine side of a man. The animus is the unconscious masculine side of a woman. Now, this isn't about gender stereotypes. Think of feminine and masculine as primal energies. The feminine principle, the anima, represents qualities like emotionality, creativity, intuition, relatedness, and the capacity for connection. The masculine principle, the animus, represents qualities like logic, action, assertiveness, reason, and the drive for meaning and purpose. According to Jung, every man has a hidden feminine soul image, his anima, within his unconscious. And every woman has a hidden masculine soul image, her animus. This inner figure is built from three sources. First, from our very first and most powerful experience with the opposite sex. For a man, his mother; for a woman, her father. Second, from the vast collection of cultural images we absorb throughout our lives, goddesses and heroines from myths, women in movies, characters in books. And third, from the deep archetypal well of the collective unconscious itself. This anima or animus is the ghost in our machine. It is the secret, idealized image of the other that we carry within us. It is our own personal definition of woman or man, and we are almost completely unaware that it exists. So how does this hidden figure actually choose our partners? Through a psychological mechanism that is as powerful as it is invisible: projection. Projection is a simple concept. It's when you take something that is inside of you, a quality, a belief, a feeling, and without realizing it, you see it as if it exists in someone else. If you are a deeply critical person, but don't want to admit it, you might constantly complain that everyone else is judging you. You are projecting your own inner critic onto others. In romance, this happens on a spectacular scale, when we meet someone who, for 1,000 subtle reasons, provides a hook for our inner soul. We project our entire anima or animus onto them. We don't see the actual person standing in front of us. We see a living, breathing incarnation of our own soul. This is the source of that magical, love at first sight feeling. The reason we feel an instant, profound connection is because we are literally meeting a lost part of ourselves. That feeling of completeness when we are with them is real. They are carrying the projection of our own inner opposite, making us feel whole. We are not falling in love with a stranger. We are falling in love with a ghost from our own unconscious, temporarily housed in the body of another person. This explains the intensity, the obsession, the almost divine quality of early infatuation. We worship them. We idealize them. We cannot see any flaws in them. We are not seeing a human being, we are seeing a god or a goddess, a perfect embodiment of our deepest longings. The person who is carrying our animus projection holds the key to our soul, and the drive to be with them is one of the most powerful forces a human can experience. Now, this gets even more specific. Jung suggested that the anima and animus have developmental stages. As we mature, the inner image matures, and so the type of person we projected onto changes. Let's look at the 4 stages of the anima's development in a man. The first stage is Eve. This is the anima, as the purely instinctual and biological woman. The man at this stage projects his anima onto a woman who represents earthiness, nurturing, or raw sexuality. The connection is about basic needs and physical attraction. He is drawn to the mother figure who will care for him, or the seductive siren who promises instinctual bliss. The relationship is often defined by dependency or possessiveness. The second stage is Helen, as in Helen of Troy. Here, the anima has evolved into the romantic and aesthetic ideal. She is beautiful, desirable, a trophy. The man at this stage projects his anima onto a woman who is the object of his romantic fantasies. She is his muse, his inspiration. But she is not quite a real person. The relationship is more about the idea of being in love, the grand romantic gesture, than about a genuine partnership with an equal. The third stage is Mary, representing spiritualized femininity. The anima now embodies virtue, purity, and spiritual guidance. A man at this stage projects onto a woman he sees as a source of moral wisdom and comfort. She is a guide for his inner life, someone he looks up to. This relationship can have great depth, but may lack a certain earthy, passionate reality. The final stage is Sophia, which means wisdom. This is the fully integrated anima. At this stage, projection largely ceases. The man has done the inner work to connect with his own feminine qualities, his own intuition, creativity, and emotional life. He no longer needs an external woman to carry these qualities for him. The ghost has been integrated into his own machine. Now, for the first time, he can see a woman for who she truly is, not as a screen for his projection. He is capable of a relationship based on true conscious partnership between two whole individuals. Similarly, the animus in a woman has 4 stages of development. The first is the man of physical power. Think Tarzan or the star athlete. The woman at this stage projects her animus onto a man who is a physical specimen, an embodiment of strength and action. He is a doer, not a thinker. The attraction is primal, and the relationship is often based on excitement and physical presence, but may lack deeper communication or emotional intimacy. The second stage is the man of action and romance. This is the hero with a plan, the ambitious romantic, the poet, or the soldier. He has initiative and purpose. The woman projects her animus onto a man who can sweep her off her feet with his goals and his passion. The relationship is about being carried along by his directed energy and romantic vision. The third stage is the man of the word. This is the professor, the priest, the authority figure. The animus here is projected onto a man who represents logic, knowledge, and meaning. He is a guide, a teacher, someone whose words carry immense weight and authority. The relationship is based on his wisdom and his ability to give her life a structure of meaning. The final stage is the man of meaning, the spiritual guide. This is the integrated animus. The woman has done the work to develop her own masculine qualities, her own logic, assertiveness, and sense of purpose. She no longer needs a man to be her word or her meaning. She has found her own. The projection stops. She can now meet a man as a complete equal, engaging in a partnership based on a shared spiritual journey, not on a need for him to define her reality. This all sounds very romantic. But there is a dark side to this process, because every projection without fail must eventually come crashing down. This is the moment we call the end of the honeymoon phase. It is the moment the ghost vanishes. You wake up one day and you look at your partner, and the magical glow is gone. Suddenly, you can see their flaws. Their little quirks, which you once found adorable, are now intensely irritating. You feel a sense of profound disappointment, even betrayal. You've changed, you might say. But they haven't changed at all. What has changed is you. For one reason or another, you have taken your projection bath. The screen is now blank, and you are seeing the real, flawed, ordinary human being for the first time. The god or goddess has been replaced by a person. This is the most critical and dangerous moment in any relationship. The vast majority of relationships fail here. We blame our partner for not living up to the impossible ideal we projected onto them. We feel cheated, so we end the relationship and go in search of a new person, someone fresh who can once again become the screen for our ghost. This is the cycle of serial infatuation, a desperate and endless search for a person who can perfectly embody our soul, a search that is doomed to fail every time. But there is another path, a harder but infinitely more rewarding one. This is the true work of love. The path is not to find a better screen for your projection. The path is to withdraw the projection completely and consciously integrate the ghost into your own machine. This is the real journey of a conscious relationship. It means recognizing that all those magical, divine qualities you saw in your partner during the infatuation phase are not really theirs. They are yours. They are the undeveloped qualities of your own soul. If you are a man who projected your creative intuitive anima onto a woman, the task is now to develop your own creativity and listen to your own intuition. If you are a woman who projected your assertive, purpose-driven animus onto a man, the task is now to develop your own assertiveness and find your own life's purpose. This work is called integration. It is the process of owning your own inner other. It's about a man learning to embrace his inner feminine and a woman learning to embrace her inner masculine, becoming a whole, psychologically androgynous human being. When you do this work, something incredible happens in your relationship. You no longer need your partner to be a perfect god or a flawless goddess. The pressure is off. You can let them be human. You can see their flaws, their weaknesses, their struggles, and you can love them not in spite of these things, but because of them. You can finally see the person who was standing there the whole time, behind the ghost you threw upon them. This is the transformation from unconscious, projection-based romance to conscious, reality-based love. It is a relationship between two whole individuals who are on their own journeys of self-discovery, choosing to walk side by side. The goal is no longer to be completed by another, but to share your own hard-won completeness with another. The ghost in the machine never truly goes away. Our attractions will always be guided, at first by these deep, unconscious patterns. That initial spark is a call from our own soul, pointing us toward the qualities we need to develop in ourselves. Falling in love, then, is not just a romantic experience, it is a spiritual assignment. Your partner is the mirror showing you the most vital and undeveloped part of your own spirit. The disappointment that inevitably comes is not a sign that you have chosen the wrong person. It is an invitation. An invitation to stop looking for your other half and to start the sacred work of becoming whole yourself. The greatest love story is not finding the perfect person to carry your soul. It is the story of reclaiming your own soul. And then, from a place of wholeness, choosing to love another imperfect, struggling, beautiful human being in all their glorious reality.